than the Queen.
He's not going to get distracted. They can beeline to the Town Hall itself.
There is a heavy backhand. I mean, we see now, Rage Up Scatter.
There it goes, and the Expos will provide huge damage onto the heroes.
Yeah, and Titan and the Yetis, and maybe he can even get them into the multi. But ooh, the Town Hall takedown is now the biggest problem.
Again, he has no rage spells left, Itsu, just a single freeze, which he decides to use now. Getting ready to attack with the twin Hog Riders. The Queen charge first. What's your initial thoughts looking at this base, Itsu, starting with the Flame Flinger on the left?
I mean, it's another ring base, another Rage Tower stack in the middle. And typically they were designed to counter Queen charges, so I'm really looking forward to see how one of the best Queen charge attacker in the entire world is going to handle this, as he's charging him from this bottom side right into that Eagle Artillery. There's going to be double Expos raged up, double Scatters raged up. The Flinger is going to have great value, but it's not taking down any of the key defenses.
Exactly. I always find with these bases, it gets a bit more hectic in the middle. You have to react a lot more because you can't always plan what's going to happen when there's so many defenses there. So far, so good for Repotted, popping that King ability to clear out the defenses on the left-hand side, just get that Clan Castle hull, and they will momentarily then be moving down to the Archer Queen, where the Rage Tower can hopefully then start expiring.
Yeah, that's right. Handling the Clan Castle right now as the Rage Tower on defense was triggered by the King. And as you correctly said, it's now expiring, but take a look at that. This damage is just crazy. The Flinger already opened, so it got like 4 defenses, I think, and mainly Archer Towers or Wizard Towers, which is not the worst, but not what you're looking for. And now he has to make sure that Town Hall is still up there. And this is the important thing and the tricky thing about those ring bases. If things are going wrong, they are going really wrong.
He managed to get a couple of the Seeking Air Mines, but you can see healers inside the radius of the Multi-Inferno. Raging again. He has no rage spells left, Itsu, just a single freeze, which he decides to use now, and now reinforcing with the Hog Riders to the center as well.
Oh, he's really trying to get that Town Hall, but if there is the Tornado Trap and keeping those Hogs inside the Town Hall poison, this would be really bad news. The Scatter fires once. The Raid Tower is not going off, but there's another Bomb Tower. Early Warden ability. This could be a really low percentage if those Hogs are not avoiding the Town Hall. The Town Hall's going down, which is massive for him. Where are the Hogs going?
Oh, some of them went inside, some of them did dodge it, but they went instantly into a giant bomb. Huge damage with 2 raged up multi-target Infernos trying to reinforce with the regular Hog Riders. But look at all of the Tesla by the Builder Huts as well. There is just so much going on General X's base. Repotted is not going to be able to pull through here.
That's right, but he is getting quite a few percentages considering how the Queen charge has went. So really, really solid. But still, the Multi-Inferno Tower and the other defense are left standing. But in 18 seconds and with the Warden alive, he's going to push up those percentage, but they're not going to be equal to what Repotted just had. So now it's up to them catching up, getting a 3-star, and then like everything is returned. I mean, the pressure is then on Strut. If the percentage lead might be on Repotted, might be on Strut, but first Repotted has to do their attack.
I am nervous for them. Mask with the Queen charge, Twin Hogs, and the recall spell. I always love seeing some recall attacks.
Yeah, and it feels like that Repotted really have like said, okay, Strut will use their comfort strategies in this tournament, which are quite some of those players Queen charges, and that's why they bring those Rage Tower bases. They know that Philip, for example, is really good to attack those, but then if you put up 5 ring bases, at least one of them has to be attacked by someone who doesn't like to go up against them with the strategy which they typically like to go. And this so far is looking solid. The recall, I think he just threw the Queen is going in the right direction, which is quite interesting. But, well, that's already one big spell down. The Queen has quite a few rages left to go with, but that Town Hall is really far away.
It certainly is. Setting up the funnel over at the east side of the base. A couple of those loons in order to test with the Battle Blimp now, aiming to dive into this area. Maybe that can just wipe out the defenses to the left of the Town Hall so that when he swipes through, he's not going to get distracted. They can beeline to the Town Hall itself.
That's right, but it was a heavy investment. I think he has not gotten that much with the Yeti Mites because of the Rage Scatter. Remember, the Rage Scatter one-shots Yeti Mites. So if the timing is unlucky, then you're not looking that good, and that is exactly what's happening to Mas right now. I mean, Queen charging into those bases just feels so painful. And I think the Town Hall is still far away with the Rage Tower reloading, but that's 2 Expos on his way. His Scatter and the Monolith is then really closely after that.
He's handling his nerves very well. I just noticed as when the raged Expos were on the Queen, how quick her health went down, but he's managed to preserve that ability for when he's in the center, and the King perfectly funnels that right side so the Queen can walk around the wall now. My main concern, I was about to say, is time, but on the 1-minute mark, that's where he's now sending the Hog Riders, since he's confident the Archer Queen is getting that Town Hall.
Yeah, now the question is, can he power through? Just the Scatter alone is not enough power. There goes the freeze for the Town Hall and the second Rage. The Queen is now, I was about to say, not raged up. That's the defensive rage. There's a lot of rages happening right now in that core. But the vulnerability was early. The Queen should get the Town Hall, but there's still defenses behind that.
Yeah, I feel like he had to start the Hog Riders. I think he wanted the Queen to get the Town Hall, Hogs to swoop around the backside of it. But with time ticking down, even if you fail, you have to consider, if you time fail and have a bunch of troops on the board, that's not as good as sending them in early and just getting that percentage. And I really feel that's just what happened in this scenario, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is really bad news for Strap, because remember, they have, if they might lose this match, they have to play later today versus VN Esporting for an elimination match.
Team Captain Ast. This is it. He's got to get the 3-star in order to put the pressure on Repotted so that they need that high percentage 2-star and even, you know, the 3 to get the victory. Flying straight in with the Battle Blimp, using the clone on the minions just like we saw before, managing to protect all of them so far, but how much value can he get here? He's got 1 more invisibility spell after this.
Have I missed something? Is Repotted using the same base again? I mean, this looks exactly like the base which they have used earlier and got tripled with exactly this approach. I mean, except I'm missing something, but, well, at least this time they have not gotten the same value overall as in the last attack. So the question is, with both Rage Towers staying alive, is this still going to be enough?
Well, it was such an overwhelming attack last time that you'd have to say most likely, but whenever there are heroes in the middle and just that little bit of unpredictability, that's what really can make the ring bases very effective. So Rage Tower does pop, instantly freezing to mitigate damage, and he's got the wall open so he can push in with his heroes, still holding on to that Royal Champion, just waiting for the right moment to reinforce with her. He's still got a lot of Barbarians and Hog Riders as well.
Yes, but this time around, there is a heavy backhand. I mean, we see now Rage Up Scatter, Rage Up Monolith, and Rage Up Multi-Inferno Tower. I mean, we can just kind of skip the Bomb Tower, but at least a lot of Rage Up defenses. And take a look, that Titan is going down really quick.
Yeah, he's gonna probably use the Queen ability in a moment here, unless he gets fortunate. Yeah, enemy Queen locked on, so the Queen ability is going to... No! Oh! I thought he was gonna press it manually.
Oh,
he was trying to save it.
There's just so much damage, which you have to, like, you have to use your hero abilities early, and this might be another defense. Still, I'm not sure what exactly happened here. Like, Repotted, have they messed up and used the same base again? Have I messed up and like recognized the base wrong, or like
it worked?
What is going on here? But it has worked in the end. That is just crazy. And you said as well, like, it was an overwhelming first 3-star versus this base, and this has gone completely different.
That's what I feel is one of the main strengths of a ring base. Even if you know how to take it down, you can do the same attack again, but just because of the unpredictability in the center, if something goes wrong, you have to be able to react, and a lot of the time, that's what ends up tripping up the players and even results in lower percentages as well. Definitely not the finish that Ast wanted, which means a strong 2-star finish from Repotted would move them on and knock Strut down to the lower bracket to play VN Esporting later today.
That's right, and they are playing in our first elimination match, like the first team which would drop out of this competition.
We can hear that the fans have their back as Cynthia is preparing once more to go in first. And we see what we love. Lots of Skelly and lots of bad spells combined with the invisibility spell. What's he going to do this time around? Take out the whole base with those spells? We don't know yet.
Be surprised.
10 more seconds. Yeah, let's see.
Well, I noticed that the Rage Towers are stacked around there, actually. He is going for the Town Hall again. I thought he might have been going towards the Rage Towers. The Multi, the Expo, and the Town. Look at how quickly the Town Hall is going down. He's still got another invisibility spell after this. He's got the Expo. Town Hall goes down. He is...
Okay.
Not going to get the multi.
Okay. He didn't get the multi, yes. But next to the Town Hall, he also got the Clan Castle out of the way. But honestly, we know how good Repotted Gaming are with their base building. And I wouldn't be surprised if somehow, even if I don't know how, this would be baited.
I definitely think when you have a player like Cynthia that uses the skeleton, the Skelly Donut quite a lot, that they would give up the Town Hall in order to provide a base that could then defend. So let's see whether that is the case. The Log Launcher is getting pretty good value down the bottom here. Rage Tower still not activated though. There it goes, and the Expos will provide huge damage onto the heroes.
Yeah, and the big problem now is the Log Launcher did not open the wall to those multi-infernos. And that's exactly where he wanted to go with this kill squad. So maybe some troops will go to the walls now after there are basically no more other defense or buildings around there. But yeah, what I meant is the base offered the value of taking out the Town Hall and the Clan Castle with the invisibility spell and some other enforcement. So yeah, maybe that's what the base builder had in mind, but
maybe.
Okay, the Queen goes to the multis, that's important.
Very important. With that ability, she will actually get both of those multi-infernos and the Expo. We noticed that the King helped along the bottom there with the Electro Titan, now onto the Monolith, distracting for the Royal Champion to come in. What are you thinking towards the back end of the base here? He's still got 14 Super Barbarians to reinforce as the Royal Champion moves across.
Yeah, no more spells though, and I think if there are 2 Skelly traps, then he will not be able to get it. The thing is, the Rage Tower was activated early, so it's now slowly running out, which can help him a lot. But we can see already, these Super Barbarians are being taken out pretty quickly by the Skeleton, and there are the 2 Skelly spells that I was talking about, and they are exactly what is stopping Cynthia this time around, and he's so far at 87%. Remember, that's exactly what General X got, and that's what he finishes at, so we have a perfect tie.
14 stars for Navi yesterday. Gaku was the one who just missed out with his Inferno Dragons. But today, switching that up, the Queen Charge Twin Hog Rider attack. We do have that recall spell using the Wall Breaker straight away here, like you said, to get the Queen access. Tanking the Expo so that the Flinger can just take all of the defenses up the top there. Very time efficient as well to get that down early so it can get maximum value.
Yeah, and I don't know, has he checked for traps there at the top side? Like, there could be Skelly traps, giant bombs, but let's see what he can do. We know that Gaku is very, very routine with this attack strategy, as he also likes to use it in Legend League. So he knows perfectly when to use the spells, how to rage the Queen, and also can predict her pathing. So that's why he was early there with the Invis, because he knew that there was incredible damage raining onto her.
Absolutely, then just recalls her out of that location, has the entire compartment done. What do you see, Maxi?
Yeah, the archers going to the Flame Fling are a little problem. He reacts quickly, but they are doing great damage because the Flame Flinger is very squishy.
Yeah, and the other troops can't get there because they've got to get through the other buildings. So even though they're just a couple of archers, that's maybe 1 or 2 extra fires from the Flame Flinger. I think as long as he gets the pathing to the multi-target Inferno with the troops inside, that's what he was after, and it looks like that is what happens.
Oh yeah, and we can see the Super Hog Riders in there. They should be able to easily take out the multi-Inferno. I wonder if he was planning to have them work together.
Oh no, they go over the
that's
wall.
A problem. That's a problem. The Queen goes the other way around to chase the defensive Ice Golems, and now he has to worry about the Town Hall takedown. I don't think he can come back from this, so he has to, send all the troops into the Town Hall now.
Yeah, huge that with the... That's where the Clan Castle troops bring that level of unpredictability. Archer Queen going the other way. He does use the Warden ability here, but nothing on the Town Hall yet. As I say, that Royal Champion locks on. Down it goes, but what will be inside that Poison Tornado Trap is also there, and the Hog Riders, they're not getting much further than this. They also missed the most northern Inferno Tower, which is now the target for the Queen.
Yeah, but that's not the value that he wanted.
Yeah.
And we said before that the Super Hog Riders were supposed to get it out of the way. Due to the Ice Golems, they were not even able to do that. And Gaku is falling short once again, but we see the strength of Repotted Gaming Spaces. They said yesterday in a winner interview that they prepared specifically for Na'Vi because they were expecting to face them in their second match. And so far, it seems to have worked out perfectly for them.
Absolutely. I'm sure every team has prepared for Na'Vi. Current world champions, the community favorites, down in this war. Even if they 3-star here, Repotted Gaming can take the win, because they have the war in their hands should they 3-star in the final attack. We do have a specialty from Kazuma, the Recall Super Bowlers, one that he's very well versed with, starting with a Giant to test for any traps, skeleton traps, as you correctly said in the previous attack. Then we can use the Flame Flinger, and also tanking for the Archer Tower, since he has to deploy it very close, make sure it gets down and doesn't get any shots off.
Yeah, and so far he did all of that perfectly. Also setting up the funnel with the Queen there, and now he's going to recall her probably after the Archer Tower takedown. There goes the recall, and now he's probably going to drop her right away. Did he drop her at the bottom? No.
Yep.
Not yet, I think.
Oh no, yeah, there's the Warden down there. He's got a double hero walk. My apologies.
Yeah, but she will come down in just a second, and then the big boulder smash will go on into the base. There she goes, and everything is working together now at the bottom side.
Setting that funnel down the bottom with the Warden. He's got everything moving in towards the jump. He's already tested right across that top side for Tesla, so he can just forget about the Flinger for a little bit. Giant bombs go off, and he's got the jump to give his Super Bowlers access through. Still holding on to that Warden ability, and holding on to the Coco Loons that he will send in for the healers. So I would assume if he does send the... Oh no, he uses the Warden ability now. I thought he was going to use those alongside the Warden ability.
He's probably hoping for the troops to have around that Town Hall, maybe go towards that multi-inferno afterwards, but we have to wait and see. The King is deployed and will probably work together with the Electro Titan and the Yetis, and maybe he can even get them into the multi. But ooh, the Town Hall takedown is now the biggest problem. We should talk about that.
Yeah, and he had one minion that popped. It looked like a huge amount of traps behind the Town Hall, protecting those healers a little bit. So once the Archer Queen takes it down, as she does, she's still got the healers to keep her topped up. Here comes the Headhunter to try and reinforce. Too late with the Barbarian King going down in the Monolith, then taking down the Queen, but sneaks in the Royal Champion to the bottom side to then take that out.
Yes, and he's using two wizards onto this Eagle Artillery. But yeah, the first one is taken out by the Expo already, and he doesn't have too much force anymore. Basically, just the Royal Champion ability, and he seems to be falling short. And if this is a 2-star, that sets a clear mark for Repotted Gaming's last attack to be a certain percentage 2-star to win this war.
Wow. Repotted Gaming could have won it with a 3-star of their own, but now they don't even need that, like you said. Incredible work from the bases. I mentioned at the start of this attack, Kazuma is well versed in this Super Bowler strategy. So Repotted Gaming would have known that and no doubt built things especially. We've seen a lot of red air bomb farms behind the Town Hall in a couple of these attacks, but just like that, it is slipping away from Na'Vi.